Hey folks, JD here, and today we're back out with the Goolsky X8. Now yesterday, as I'm sure all of you will remember, we had quite a catastrophic failure. I pushed the 360 button, pulled the directional stick downwards in order for her to do a 360 flip backwards. She did 3 flips and then flew directly back and landed in the grass behind me. I then did about 6 or 7 flips, one after each other, and every single flip was fine. But just to say that it kind of shook me a little bit is a little bit of an understatement. There's not much, you know, at the end of the day, you expect these things to fly properly. I expect them to fly properly, even the cheap ones, you know, and even the cheap ones do, you know, for all intents and purposes, some of the other features that normally don't work. So today I thought that we could have a little go at it again and see exactly how this does. Obviously, from this perspective now, I'm just going to take her back up. We're going to try some 360 flips straight off the bat, see exactly how she does, fly her around, try some flips again. We're going to try and see if we can get her to actually perform incorrectly and see exactly how that goes. All right then folks, please join me. So what I've done so far is just get this ready and we're up. Right, so let's get some video on the record and see exactly how she does today. So yeah, that was really quite shocking yesterday what happened. But anyway, let's see what happens. These things do happen. Right, let's 360 flip and push backwards. Ooh. And again. And again. Just make sure no dog walkers have come into the park again that I don't know of. No, okay. 360 flip backwards. That was where we first saw the first issue. Whoa! Okay, that was the second issue. Obviously concurrent flips is not its forte. So that is exactly where it lies, consecutive flips. Now, I understand that in that particular test where she just kept on flipping, and she did quite a good job of staying up, almost taken off my head, but still, she did quite a good job of staying up. I don't understand how she did that the first time around, because I clicked that button once and moved that directional stick once, and yeah, that's a little bit concerning. I'm quite concerned about that. I'm still finding these cutouts here along the outside of the analog sticks here very, very difficult to actually get the stick lined up in. Now I'm going to keep her down low, as I'm sure you can appreciate. I don't want her having a freak out in her general flight, which I have to be honest and say, as I'm sure all of you have seen, she hasn't as of yet. Why did I say that? But still, I think it's worth noting that until we did some 360 flips, which again are a gimmick, but quite a fun thing, no doubt. Until we did that, we had no issue with her. Now, I'm not going to take her out at distance. I don't trust this thing at distance. I don't trust this thing a foot next to me. But I am certainly going to see how this performs. And then we're going to try a couple more 360 flips because I'm a glutton for punishment. I want to try and understand what it is. Maybe it's the gyro, maybe it's a sticky gyro. I couldn't calibrate the gyro yesterday, so I had to rely on when you first turn on the quadcopter, the gyro starts to calibrate at that point, which is why the lights change so differently when they flash very violently and then change into a little flashing assembly one after each other, little flashing indication one after each other. So it's at that very fast flash that the gyros start to calibrate. Now I've tried again today, and once again today I could not calibrate those gyros in any position. I looked online, I got the manual, and even doing what the manual said, I still couldn't calibrate the gyro. So, you know, it could be down to the fact that I couldn't calibrate it, but then I've flown a couple of others which have had sticky, which I haven't calibrated the gyros, and they haven't been sticky. I mean, it's obviously that this particular quadcopter, what I think is happening, it hasn't registered that it has actually flipped, so it is still flipping. The gyro hasn't centralized properly, and therefore it still thinks it's mid-flip, so therefore it just keeps on flipping. That's it at its very basic level, I believe. Now, see, flight, fine. Speed mode 3 we're in now, even though it doesn't feel like speed mode 3. Speed mode 2 and 3 are quite similar, but still, I was in speed mode 2 when I was performing these flips. Something that I'm quite regularly in with a lot of these quadcopters, but still you don't get that issue. Now, before anybody asks, I haven't tried it on the smartphone. No, I'm not trusting this thing on a smartphone. Are you mad? Right, so what I'm going to do again, look behind me, nobody's here. I'm going to get the hell out of the way 360 flip, 1, backwards, no problem. 360 flip, 1, forwards, no problem. Let me angle her a bit. 360 flip to the left. I did twitch a bit there, no problem. And 360 flip to the right. Again, no problem. But it's the 1 flip. Now let's try. And that was 4. 3, 1 after each other, 4 with about a 3-second delay. Right. I'm still not going to recommend this, even if she doesn't do it again. This is just now, I'm just flying this now just to get the life out of the battery. Those LEDs I can't see either. Oh, I can see the red one on the right hand side very faintly. When I turn around, I can't really see the blue one. Let's see if I can angle this gimbal a bit. Let's get some snaps of a quadcopter that's floating away. Let's get some snaps. Let's get me back in the frame. Come on, John, get back in the frame. Now it's just speed mode 2 and she's having a bit of difficulty. So I'm still moving her forward as I'm taking photos there. I had quite high hopes for this, just quite simply because I think it's always quite nice to find a very good budget quadcopter. This is why I still go after the cheap ones. I get a lot of you saying, well, just don't bother with the cheap ones. But the thing is, this channel's for everyone. It's for experienced pilots, it's for advanced, it's for intermediates, it's for basic, it's for beginner, it's for all. If you want to know exactly what quadcopter that you should stay away from or you should buy, it's for everyone. It's not just, I don't just cater to one type of flyer. It's for the FPV racers. We have FPV racers. Do you know what I mean? It's for everyone. It's for all RC fanatics. It's for cars. It's for fixed wings. It's for everyone. So this is why I keep on buying these. Because every now and again, 1 out of every 15 that you test, you get a good one. And that good one you keep. And you continue to fly. And I've got maybe, over the 3 years, two and a half years I've been doing this, I think there's about 2 which I still keep, which are beginners quads, which I bought for under 20 or 30 quid, I can't remember now, and they're just brilliant. Oh, that's the battery. Just had a flick of those LEDs. Let me check again. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's bring her down. Let's bring her down. But it's this thing is crazy, folks. This thing is absolutely insane. I'm not a fan of this at all. You can't expect this to come up as a prize on a giveaway, because it isn't going to happen. I only give away the quads that I think are good and that I think people will appreciate. Nobody will appreciate that. But then again, it's okay. It was a cheap quad. I knew what I was getting myself into, or possibly getting myself into. It's totally fine. You know, this is why I do this. I do it because I love the hobby. I love the feeling I get when I fly. And every now and again, you get a good one. Every now and again, you get a bad one. This, unfortunately, is a bad one. But it's not... If those 360 flips... I'll tell you exactly what I would have said if those 360 flips had been fine. I would have said, if you're a beginner, look at it. See what you think. Find a couple of other reviews. See what you think. Now, because of those 360 flips and because of the fact that she, one, landed herself there and the other one, she landed herself about here but still flew, I'm going to say straight off the bat, leave it alone. Simple. Don't go for it. Leave it alone. It's not worth it. Really isn't, I don't think. Now, it is cheap. It's very cheap. But still, you don't just want to go for cheap quads. You want to go for cheap, stable quads that fly well. This doesn't. It does one of the 3. It is cheap. That's it. That's as far as you're going to get. But still, it was a bit of fun. I had a bit of fun here today. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you ever so much for watching and listening, folks. I've been JD. You've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.